Guys, I'd like to talk to you about World Info Presets, which is this bar up here with all these little icons in the back. First of all, World Info Presets saves sets of books. This is the kind of thing that's most obvious when you look at something like, this one, for example, where you can see there are 3 books selected. My default is this one, and it's just my preferences. Okay, oops. First of all, I want you to tap on the settings button, which is that little gear, this one right here. All right, and you can choose a setting. You can come back here if you don't have a preset made yet. Think about character locks and group locks and chat locks and all that jazz. I just turned them all on, although I think I'm going to turn this one off because I use them a lot. All right, so after we do this, all right, first of all, let's look at how to make a preset. You can go through and pick a bunch first, but I want to start with the most basic one. Just pick your preferences lore book, and then tap on tap on this little create new button right here. All right, that one, set a preset name. If you're editing one, by the way, you can actually just save it with the same name again. Okay. So I'm just going to save it again. Now, this one, I actually am going to say no. I'll explain that in a moment, but you can do all this if you want. This is much more advanced. If you know what you're doing and you want to include this, yes, by all means. You don't have to. I recommend you don't. Just turn that off. All right, select none, or, turn it off, and then click OK. And that's it. It's in here in this list. Okay. And you can make new ones. Like, I'm going to just add Skylight. I'm going to save this one. So I'm going to click this add one. I'm going to call it, I don't know. I'll just call it Skylight. Again, I'm just going to turn this off and OK. All right. So I can actually click here and I can say I want to lock this to the character or not. I can also say I want to lock this to the chat or not. I could say both. I could say neither. I could just have it be a free floating one. If I come here and tap, I can choose, for example, whether or not I want Skylight to be my default always, or if I want just my preferences, and then maybe I'll have some in the future. And that's really all this is. To update one, pull up your preset. So for example, Skylight is my preset, and I've decided I also want to add the test book. All right, then I just tap save. And so now it's saved. If I don't want a preset after all, or I made a mistake and I'm like, I just want to start over, I can delete it right here. Delete the preset? Yes. Now, if you delete your default preset, then what happens is that you will have a little pop-up that tells you, hey, you deleted your default preset. You want to make a new one. I'm not going to do that because I don't really want to set it up again. That's pretty much it. Then you just choose to set, oops, I don't have a preset set right now. No, I don't want that one. I want this one. Okay, so think. Set your global default, all right, usually your preferences. And that's really all you really need. The reason why I have so many up here, for example, I have 5 bands with 5 different sets of lore books. Of course, I need a preset picker. If I go to my bands right now, let me turn on notifications so you can see what's going on. I'm going to go to the band. So I'm going to pick the band. You see how it says applied locked preset Eclipse Theory? That's because this is the Eclipse Theory chat. I'm going to switch to the Skylight chat. And you see the preset skylight shows up. These are the skylight books. If I were in J-pop, all right. I don't have anything saved for J-pop right now. There's just a few. Well, I do have one, but it's all in the characters chat. Anyway, that's all for today. Bye.